Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakal Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. Salutations to Akim in the four winds, preaching the truth, sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Aquathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yahawada with the lesson. And you see, this is what is it? USA Today, travel news, right? It is. Is it safe to travel to Haiti right now? What travelers should know, right? Yeah, so right there. Obviously, that's a self-explanatory that it must not be safe to travel there if the military, the American military, is removing
Embassy.
they're moving the U.S. Personnel out of the U.S. embassy, right? It says embassy definition: embassy, the house or resident of or house or the office resident, the official resident or office of an ambassador, right? Says, the Chilean embassy in Moscow gave us a thing. Let's see.
Consulate.
It's consulate, a place or building which a council duties are carried out. So it's an embassy, right? So obviously you don't go there if that's happening, right? Supposedly. Yeah. This is the island nation. Let's see what this word is. Yeah, so the island spiraled further into violence after a mass jailbreak at two large prisons. um, what appeared to be series of this. Yeah, will have to be a series of coordinated assaults by gangs and government. So these gangs and so-called government officials, they seem to be working together, because this is what the other people who live here say, that the government and these gangs are technically hand to hand. They run hand to hand, and it says that they went to buy these gangs on government infrastructures, right? Yeah. So it says while Prime Minister Ariel Henry was overseas.
We ask the Haitian National Police and the military to take responsibility and arrest Ariel Henry. Once again, the population is not our enemy. The armed groups are not your enemy. You arrest Ariel Henry for the country's liberation. These weapons that we have are not here to hurt our brothers who come from the same milieu as us. The poor take the streets and they trust us. These weapons are our symbol of freedom. With these weapons, we will liberate the country, and these weapons will change the country.
Monique Leska, Barbecue, or Charisier, is the leader of the gang federation G9 Family and Allies. They've joined together all the gangs. This is significant, and he's saying that they won't let Henri back into the country. Can you talk about the significance of this alliance and who he is?
Well, I don't want to talk about who he is, because I think he said who he is and he showed who he is. And he has been showing who he is for years now. What I want to say, though, is that I don't believe in violence. And the Montana movement that I'm part of does not believe in violence, and we condone violence. Guns cannot be symbols of a freedom. Guns cannot be that. So another question is, where are they getting all of these ammunitions? Where are they getting all these guns? M14, M1, Kalashnikov, etc. Where are they getting them? So I think it is important to say that the guns are coming mostly from Miami, from the United States. Some are coming from the Dominican Republic, through the Dominican Republic, but there. So I think that is the central issue there, in terms of where are the armed groups, because they say they are armed groups and they claim that and they have their project, but where is it coming from? And what I'm saying is we have been kidnapped, we have been killed, our sisters are raped. So let's be very clear about this. The gangs, I cannot say much more about the gangs other than what their actions have shown. What I know, though, is that in Haiti, they have been supported by the governors of Haiti, the leaders like Ariel Henry. And the social justice agenda that we have, people are not eating, people don't have health care, people are not going to school, is extremely important, and that's what must be put forward. The issue of youth in Haiti, 65% of the Haitian population is under 20.
Right. You see these things, about, the government, and the government is, the people who live there know that the government is connected to these gangs, which government in itself, meaning mind control. So this is all set up to be mind control of the people, right? And we know that the Levites, right, are the priests, and the Haitians are the Levites, right? We believe through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and through the Holy Scriptures, that these Levites, and then this thing, now that they're popping up with the Dominican Republic, which proves the Scriptures, right? Right? Because it tells you how Simeon and Levi shall share the same habitation, but not be basically at peace with each other, right? So I'm gonna go into a little bit of that too, if I can, Lord willing. So, but going into this, I believe this is just a setup, setting up the stage to destroy Jake. Because why? The Levites are the only ones have actually defeated top military of Esau, right? So it says Isaiah. I mean, it's like Ezekiel. Obviously, you can see it's Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9:6, which slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children, right? Because that's ultimately what the Lord is going to do, right? This is what's going to occur. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians who are not taking heed, who you're just not considering, like the scripture say, you're just not considering, right? These things are going to come upon you, right? But I'm looking at this thing, Lord willingly, spiritually, and it looked like they're going to start this off with Levi, right? And the Lord said that he was going to do that in a sense, right? He says, right here, it's going to go into it. Slay utterly old, young, both maids, which is a woman, and little children, and women, right? Because a maid is a young woman, maybe 12, 13, 14, right? In this society, they tell you that they're not women, but the Lord's going to show you that, hey, that you don't know what you're talking about. They're not going to be counted innocent, right? Nor are your little children. You feed them abomination. You parade them around in Halloween costumes. These are little demons, man. So all these things, they have to be dissolved, right? But come not nigh any man upon whom is the mark, right? Which is the Wah, right? Dealing with the Passover, which we're coming up on that, right? Which is coming up on the Passover quite quickly, right? Which is this week, right? On Saturday. So we only got a couple more days, right? Today's Monday, and we got just to Saturday, and the Sabbath is going to come in, and then, how great is the Most High that the Passover is going to land on the Sabbath, right? So it says, but come not nigh any man, right? Not a woman. Not talking about that, because the pastor of the Lord's flock is what? Men. The Lord's dealing with the men, right? He's not dealing with women. Upon whom is the mark, right, with the tawah, which means the Passover, the Pazak, right, the Passover, to pardon, right? Because basically we've all sinned. We've all sinned. So this is basically saying I'm gonna pardon these guys, but the rest of you, what? And begin at my sanctuary, right? Which dealing with you Israelites, right? The Lord said that the kingdom of heaven is what is within you. So you are the Lord's sanctuary, right? A wicked Jake to this day will tell you, "Oh, my body's my temple." Okay, with that, a sanctuary is a temple. The kingdom of heaven is within you, and you defile it, right? Then shall they begun at the ancient, right? So we're dealing with the ancient times. The Levites were the priests, which we believe that these Haitians are Levites, right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, right? Men, and then of course you got these so-called Israelites groups and things, and even myself. I say I'm an Israelite. Hey, that will place me at the place of being ancients, where the Lord, hey, judgment is gonna come first, knocking at my door before it even get to you, right? So you have to, hey man, this is we're gonna be walking a tightrope real soon, right? Because the Lord said He's gonna judge the world, which were before the house, right? So we're coming before the Lord, right? Boldly, unashamed before Yahweh Bashem Awashai, and then some are coming boldly and unashamed, but it's in the wrong manner, right? Because you still have to be humble, you still have to be meek, right? A broken and contrite heart, opens up many doors with Yahweh Bashem Awashai. But people come proud, like the brother from South Carolina, right? Did a lesson, and a chick was saying, "Send her to hell," right? That's the craziest thing, man. Yeah, Manak the Zatba, Slakia. The elder Manak the Zatba did a lesson. The chick said she wanted to go to hell because she don't understand the Most High. But it wasn't meant for you to understand the Most High. It's meant for your man to understand it, and he speak to you, break it down to you, and you just believe what he say because he's your man, right? And ultimately, you should be saved, right, through your man. But yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so this is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, "And now, O ye princes," right? Dealing with the Levites, right? Even though we're all now princes, but priests, I mean, it's like we're all princes, right? Kings, prince, and but priest, right? All, but the main, the Lord who the Lord set up to be the priest is the Levites, right? So it says, and now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you, for ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, which is your lob, which is your mind, right? Heart meaning your mind, because you don't think with your heart, right? You can't remember anything. You can't lay anything to your actual heart. It's talking about your mind. To give glory unto my name, right? You're not thinking about the Lord's name with your actual heart. You're thinking about it with your mind. Saith Yahweh of hosts, which means armies, I will even send a curse upon you, right? And when you know that the Levites are dealing with major heavy curses over there, man, right? They defeated Esau's greatest armies, but yet and produced the most coffee, had the most richest land, but yet they're the poorest. The Dominican Republic, which is Simeon, It's right next to them, but the Simeon somehow on the exact same island is flourishing. Why? Because Simeon lies down and bends over for Esau, man. They love Esau. They want to be Esau, right? Until Esau lashes out on them, and then they kind of understand that that they're so-called black or whatever, however you want to, they'll kind of understand that they're one of us. But Esau plays a game, He'll show a little favoritism, let them have the bodegas and all the other type of things over here, right? Boost their ego, right? But there's gonna be a time that Esau's gonna show his horns, and even you, right? Which that's coming up soon. So the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, and I will even send a plague upon you, and will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already, right? It's all the things that were meant to be a blessing and things. You had the ephah, you do all these different things, and you still even do it with the voodoo. You're using the ephah, you're using the things that the Most High gave you to see, to be spiritual. You do it on the left hand side, right? Because voodoo and all that stuff is very real, man. On the left hand side, there's demons attached to that, but the Lord controls both sides. But the Lord still says that is wicked. It's opposite of where He wants you to go. So the Lord said, I've cursed your blessings already, because ye do not lay it to heart. What? The law, statutes, commandments. You don't lay that the brothers is out there in Haiti saying that you're the Israelites. And mind you, you got BS Israelites in purple and gold or in all black, and they're somewhere over there speaking nonsense, speaking rhetoric, But the truth is out there. Behold, I will corrupt your seed, right? Dealing with your children, but even also the things that you plant, the things that you're trying to, because you're trying to put forth this so-called, we need a different government, so we need what's the prime minister name? I can't even think of the dude name. Ariel something, whatever. I can't think of the dude name, but we need something else. We need, and then that's what Esau had. Even in the scriptures that tell you that the Lord said that He's our God, He's our King, right? But the Lord said that what? He's gonna curse all even your seed, and spread dung, which is shit, upon your face, right? And that's ultimately what you've been getting, man. You've been getting the shitty end of the stick over there in Espanola, right? Right? Even the dung of your solemn feast, right? So you're doing like the brother brought out Bacchus, but your thing goes into these so-called parade, Mardi Gras. Can't think of the freaking name, but you have these so-called festivals where women are dressed half naked, and you're basically praising the dead and all these other things. You're festive. So the Lord, the Lord ain't with that. And one shall take you away with it, right? And so Esau has constantly, right, through the French, through the Spanish, they've taken you away. You got your own, out of all the other tribes, you're like one of the tribes that have your own country, but yet the French says you have to repay them for killing their soldiers in the French War. That was a long time ago. But then they would tell us, well, that was a long time ago. Why are you bringing up the old stuff? Well, those people are dead, right? But they will make you pay for the French, for the Spanish, leave you in a poor condition, right? Leave you with dung upon your face. Leave you in a you know what I'm saying? But it says, let me skip down. It says, for the priest's lips shall keep knowledge, right? 7, Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. For the lips priest shall keep knowledge, and they should seek the law, right? At my mouth, right? Which is dealing with the scriptures. For he is the messenger of Yahweh of hosts, right? So the Levites are supposed to be, you Haitians are supposed to be the messengers of Yahweh of hosts, right? Of armies, right? The Lord of armies, the Most High of armies, right? In which there are Levites. There are, you know, we got our beloved elder Apostle Tahar, which is a Levite. Hey, amen. And he's given us the law at the Lord's mouth, man. Right? But ye are departed out of the way, ye have cursed many. You have caused, Salakia, you have caused many to stumble at the law, right? Because look at your circumstances. You're not looking like a men of the Lord, right? Instead, you're the Little Waynes, and you're the Rick Rosses of the world. You're the what's his name, Wyclef Jean, right? Instead of being the men of the Lord, ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, saith Yahweh of hosts. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base, right? So when you deal with how things are going, you're based even in your own country. You're at the bottom of everything, right? You beat Esau's greatest armies, 2 of them, right? The French, the Spanish. Those were the greatest militaries of that time back then, right? Right, and you're talking just some slaves that were in a field, right? No military training, no any of this type of thing, but conquered the French and the Spanish military, man. That was definitely of the Most High, man. For you to, you know what I mean? So it says, based before all the people according according as ye have not kept my way. Right? Hey, you look what they're doing right now. This is all, this thing with barbecue and all this thing, this is all before all the world. This is on international news. Right? But have been till in partial in the law, right? In a way, you know, they might not eat pork, they might do this, they do all these little certain things, but you just been partial in the Lord's law. Have we not all one Father, right? Which is talking about the Most High Yahweh, right? The so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We have one Father. Have not we one power created us, right? We have one power that have created. We have one Father, which is Yahweh, and the power of Yahweh is what created us, man. Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother and profane the covenant of our fathers, right? Because our forefathers, a lot of them didn't obey the law, statutes, commandments, but we have the forefathers that did, you know, David, we got Samuel, we have Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, right? We have these great examples, man. So that's the fathers he's talking about. Not talking about the forefathers that didn't listen. We're talking about our forefathers that did. That the Lord counted them righteous, right? Yeah, so this is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice, which we're coming up to, right? This is all a the Lord's sacrifice, right? The Lord is gonna allow the hammer of the earth to come after you, Jakes, right? That I will punish the princes, right? Because you guys are princes, right? Like I was saying before, you are princes, right? You're kings, priests, princes, and the king's children, right? So we belong to the Most High, right? That's why Yasha'Allah means he, prince of God, or he, prince of the power, right? So we're princes of the king being the Most High, and his son, right? Which are separate entities, but they're both kings and they're both over us, right? Separate beings, but in order, right? In ranking order, the Father over the Son, right? And the Son is over us, right? And there are kings, right? And we're the children, right? Which are the Israelites, were buns, which children really goes to bun, which that means sons. And all such as are clothed in strange apparel. So basically what? The Levites not doing their job like they were supposed to be doing, right? We're wearing strange apparel, mostly going into these other doctrines, right? Even though we are wearing strange clothes, right? T-shirts and jeans, and some men are actually wearing dresses. Some women are actually, they're dressing like men. They're the bull. They're the bull guy, right? They're the tough guy. And they dress like a man, and they think they're a man. So this is the results of us falling away. The Levites' lips not keeping knowledge the way it was meant to be, right? But then thank God, the water for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that He raised up the elders, and we're slowly but surely, getting back to to the best of our ability, right? We're rehearsing their righteous acts. Basically, that's what it is. And in the same day, also, will I punish all those that leaped on the threshold, which fill their master's house with violence, right? And the Most High is our master. So instead of you bringing, your peace offerings and your offerings and doing what's right towards the altar, you brought violence, right? And then, like I said earlier, your body is your temple. So you brought violence towards your body. Drugs, sex, violence, gangs, different philosophy. Those are violence, man. You have brought different things, ideologies, and terms and ways towards your life that it shouldn't be. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, right? Because the Lord's judgment is coming real soon. There shall be a noise, right? Which the ICBM is going to make a great noise of a cry, right? When the ICBM missiles hit, people are going to make a great cry. But before that, you're going to make a great cry of what? Famine, the death, the pestilence, the hunger, starvations. Hey, man. For the fish gate and howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hill. So you're not gonna be able to go to the fish market and get your food. You're not going to be able to do all these different things. Hey, once the stock market crash, right? How ye habitants of Mictish, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off, right? Hey, the stock market's going to crash, and then what are you Israelites going to do? What are you so-called black, Hispanic, and natives going to do? Right? And this the part where what I was really actually getting to, because I believe it's going to start with the Levites, right? Which are the Haitians. I'm just speaking as a man. And it shall come to pass that at that time, Salakia, that I will search Jerusalem with with candlesticks and punish the men, right? And the Lord said he would start at what? At the ancient, right? And the Lord was speaking, saying that what? That the Lord is gonna what? Put dung upon Levi, man. Right? Because Levi has not been listening. But that's really all you Jakes. But I believe that they're gonna start with Levi. This is what it looks like they're ramping it up to be. Right? And punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, which is your mind, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. And that's ultimately what you Jakes are saying, man. You're saying the Lord ain't gonna do good, he ain't gonna do evil, ain't nothing gonna happen, everything gonna be good, peachy keen, right? Everything gonna be straight, we all right, right? The end of the world ain't now. It'll be when my kids' time, but not my time. It do look pretty bad, but it ain't gonna be in my time. It's gonna be in my kids' time, right? Trying to put it off from day to day, but the Lord ain't gonna keep putting it off, man. Yeah, so this is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5. O Assyrians, right? Which that's another way of speaking about Babylon the Great, right? Which is spiritually Egypt, spiritually Babylon the Great, spiritually Sodom, right? Nineveh, right? Egypt, right? Salaki, if I said it a bunch of times, but I'm trying to think of all the different, because basically America has basically brought the customs and the spirit of all these other nations that were before them that had the Israelites in captivity. So, it's also, known as the Assyrian, the rod of my anger, right? Because the Lord uses Esau for his anger. And the staff in his hand is my indignation, right? Which is righteous anger, right? Yeah, so this is Psalm 17 and 12. Like as a lion, right? Because Esau's ready to pounce upon you, right? That is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places, because you got the secret society of the Illuminati, and these are things that they've been waiting to implement. The charagma, the mark of the beast. They've been waiting to implement these 15-minute cities. These are all done in secrets, right? You're the Israelites. They know who you are and what time that they're in, right? Because they know that they got but a short time. Arise, O Yahweh, and disappoint him, right? Which is Esau Edom, right? The self-proclaimed so-called white man. Cast him down, right? And the Lord, that's what he said he's going to do. Cast him down. deliver my soul from the wicked. And that's what Esau is. He's the border of wickedness, which is thy sword, right? And that's what it said the Assyrian. It says the rod of his anger, right? It's indignation, which is the Lord's sword, right? Yeah, so this is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Esau or Edom, Salakia, which is Esau, Edom, Salakia, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, saith Yahweh, right, of hosts, which is a Most High God, Yahweh, right, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, because the sun is in there too, even though you don't see it, you have to understand that he was the first creation ever born, and he's been on the right hand of the Father, right? You would say he had to be on the right hand of the Father. This is before Matthew's, right? This is before he was born, all that. So he would have to have been there on the right hand of the Father, right? Even, so you have to understand that, right? They shall build, but I will throw down, right? They built the Greek Empire. The Lord threw it down. Built the Roman Empire, threw it down. They Rome 2.0 or whatever you want to call it, right? Where they at now, where they finally inhabit the whole entire earth, right? Because the Lord said you should get the world by the sword, right? Which is thy sword, right? That was Esau's blessing, Esau Edom's blessing, right? To get the fatness of the earth by the sword, right? And it says, and they shall call them what? The border of wickedness. See, to prove that the wicked is the Lord's sword. They're the border of wickedness, which is Esau, Edom, and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation, right? Forever. So the Lord has indignation against us, right? Which is the Israelites. So he said to the Lord, this is the rod of the Lord's anger, right? Right. So basically, yeah, the Lord has indignation against Israel, but not the way he has indignation against Esau or Edom, right? Which his indignation is forever. So the Lord said that this is what the Lord is going to do to Israel, and I will send against him against a hypocritical nation, which are you Israelites, man. You're a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath. See, the Lord has wrath against you, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and I will give him a charge, right, like a commandment, to take the spoil, right, to steal from you, to take your goods. The Lord said that he's going to take you out of your houses and spoil you, right? And that's what's going to happen during this martial law and all these other different things that's going to happen, right? The famine, the death, the pestilence. You're going to get spoiled big time and take the prey and tread them down like the mire of the streets, right? You Israelites are going to get stomped out. A lot of you are. The ones who don't want to follow Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. I was speaking to an Israelite today, right? Northern Kingdom. And one guy was mentioning about the 15-minute cities and breaking it down. And I was like, yeah, the guy, I just, confirmed what the guy was saying was real. He was like, that's scary. What do you do? I said, man, the only way is to get back to the Lord. And he didn't have nothing to say about actually getting back to the Lord, right? And that's you Israelites, man. He give you the solution, give you the answer, and it still wasn't good enough, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to probably try to do a second part to this. So with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elders, bishops in Connecticut, the brothers in the four winds, preaching the truth of sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold, Shalom. To your sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. And a Baba Ball.